Thomas Edison begins his journey in a small, bright town called Milan, Ohio, where the sky often glows with gentle sunlight that spreads across quiet fields and wooden houses, and this peaceful place becomes the first chapter of a boy who will one day light up the entire world with ideas and courage. He grows up with a soft, spirited heart raised by his mother Nancy, who carries kindness in her voice and patience in her eyes, and she guides him like a warm lantern in the night, and his father Samuel stands strong with hopeful dreams for his son, believing that one day the boy will rise beyond every limitation placed on him. From the earliest days, Thomas is curious and full of questions, and he often watches the world with wide shining eyes, wanting to know how things move, why they work, and how they can change. And this restless curiosity becomes the gentle spark that shapes his entire life. When he starts school, he feels different from other children, and the classroom feels tight and heavy for a mind that wants to run free and explore, and he struggles to keep up with lessons and instructions, and sometimes teachers misunderstand him, thinking he is slow or distracted, but deep inside his thoughts move like bright glowing rivers filled with endless possibilities. His mother sees the light within him, and with a warm, determined heart, she decides to teach him at home, guiding him with patience and love, and every lesson becomes alive with color and imagination. And Thomas slowly begins to believe in his own abilities because she believes in him first. And this belief becomes the strong ground on which he stands for the rest of his life. As he grows older, he starts experimenting with small things around the house, and soon the basement fills with wires, bottles, chemicals, bits of metal, and tiny handmade tools. And although many experiments fail, he never feels defeated, because each failure whispers a new lesson to him, and he learns to treat failure like a friend who pushes him toward improvement. Thomas begins selling newspapers on trains, and the world outside becomes his open classroom, and every face, every street, every sound feels like a new source of ideas and inspiration. And during breaks, he continues learning, reading, and experimenting, and the gentle rhythm of the moving train seems to echo his determination to keep going forward, no matter how long the road is. Through countless challenges, he keeps his heart steady, and whenever things go wrong, he reminds himself that every dream requires patience, and that progress grows slowly like a seed reaching for the sun with hope. He becomes older, and his experiments become larger, and he spends long nights awake, surrounded by glowing lamps, wires, and tools. And even when the room is quiet, his mind stays bright and active, imagining new inventions that can help the world and make life easier for people everywhere. When he decides to create a practical electric light, he faces more failure than success, and thousands of attempts lead nowhere, and people around him say the dream is impossible and too difficult and too unrealistic. Yet Thomas keeps going with gentle, stubborn courage, because he knows that giving up would hurt more than failing again. Night after night, he searches for the right material for the filament, and each time it burns out too fast or refuses to glow, and he simply wipes his hands, takes a deep breath, and starts again. And the soft glow of hope remains in his eyes, even when everything else seems dark. Then one day, after countless trials, the moment finally arrives, and a warm, steady light blooms softly inside the glass, and it shines with a gentle golden glow that fills the room with quiet magic. And Thomas watches it with a trembling smile, feeling joy, pride, relief, and gratitude flowing through him like a rising sunrise. This light becomes more than just an invention. It becomes a symbol of every struggle, every effort, every late night, every failure, and every brave decision to keep trying even when the path felt heavy and endless. Thomas Edison continues creating, inventing, and improving, and each new idea adds another bright color to his journey. And he teaches the world the value of persistence by showing that success does not arrive suddenly, but grows slowly through effort, faith, and patience. He proves that a person does not need to be the smartest or the fastest to shine, but simply needs the courage to keep moving forward through challenges with a hopeful heart. And no matter how hard the climb becomes, he shows that believing in yourself can turn even the darkest moments into stepping stones toward greatness. His life becomes a powerful reminder that dreams are built with steady hands, curious minds, and brave hearts, and that every failure carries the seed of a new beginning waiting to rise again. And so the story of Thomas Edison continues to inspire countless people, reminding them that no matter where they are born, no matter what difficulties they face, no matter how many times they fall, they can rise again with strength, patience, and determination, and they too can light up the world in their own unique way. His journey whispers softly that the real power of success lies not in avoiding failure, but in learning, growing, and shining through it with hope and unshakable belief in oneself.